Based on the article of Spratly Island Dispute in the South China Sea Potential Solution written by MD Monjur Hassan and Hijian that published on May 2019, the main theme of this article is focusing on the potential solution to overcome the issue about the Spratly Island Dispute. The purpose of the article is the writer wants to inform that the natural resources found on the Spratly Island have led to a struggle between the littoral coastal parties, namely China, Taiwan, the Philippines, Brunei, Malaysia, and Vietnam. Other than that, the writer also mentioned about the explanation of the conflicting claims of the parties for the littoral coastal parties. Another purpose of this article is the writer also wants to inform about the possibility for resolving disputes that occur between the countries in the preserved the Spratly Island. For the second article, that is South China Sea Dispute, China Roles and Proposed Solution, written by Dr. Muben Adnan and Fakara Shahid, that published on the 2020, the main theme of the article is dispute of South China Sea and the plan of the resolution. The purpose of the article is the writer wants to inform about the misunderstanding in South China Sea does not resolve although there is involvement from the United Nations Convention of the Law of the Sea UNCLOS 1982. Besides that, the writer also focused about the extent of the China's claim towards the South China Sea, whether it is consistent with the international law. In this article, the writer also has stated about the legal grounds that China justify its claim over the sovereignty of the South China Sea. Another purpose article is the writer want to state about the solution to the South China Sea. The writer also provide a few solutions to overcome the issue of South China Sea with the different expert ideology. The new information that will communicate in the first article is the writer has highlighted about the alternative to resolve the dispute between the littoral coastal party. This is because the writer has stated about the essential potential methods to settle the Spratly Island dispute. The writer has also stated about those countries that involved in the dispute have good effect and bad effect if they insist on having the Spratly Island. Furthermore, the writer has provided very detailed facts and specific information for each of the solution. The new information that will communicate for the Article 2 is the writer has highlighted issue that occur in claiming the ownership status of South China Sea. Besides that, the writer also has included information about the territorial different country of the South China Sea. The writer has mentioned about the issue of contentious between Philippines and China because of China does not follow the requirement of law to own the South China Sea.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Nur Atira Saira and I will present the importance of publish the idea and the methodology research method that used to reach the conclusion in this article review. The importance to publish the ideas in Article 1 is the information that delivered by the writers is to ensure that everybody aware about the dispute and why it is still unresolved until today. The writer also highlights the alternative that can settle the dispute in many ways. It is important to publish this idea to the reader because it helps them in gaining knowledge. For the Article 2, the important also to give the reader information about the ownership status of South China Sea. This idea should be published to the reader to help them know why the ownership still not settled even though the sea law, which is United Nations Convention on the Law of the Sea, already exists. For the methodology research method that used to reach the conclusion for both articles is qualitative research, whereby the data collected is through observation. In Article 1, the writer observed and discussed about the factors that lead to territorial dispute in Spratly Island between 6 countries. The study also put forward some potential approach for resolve the dispute. For the second article, the writer observed and studied about the South China Sea dispute from question about why the dispute still continue even though the United Nations Convention on the Law of the Sea already implement. What legal that China justifies its claim of the sovereignty over the South China Sea, and the writer also offers solution that possible to over the dispute.
My name is Alia Hamiza. On Article 1, the finding of this study has found that there is some potential approach for resolving the Spratly Island dispute considering the claimant claims as they are playing a critical role. They have looked some approach to solve the conflict peacefully. The study has shown that there are four potential means of dispute resolution. First method is multilateral diplomatic initiative, such as the claimant countries except Taiwan are the United Nations members. In fact, in year of 2002, China has signed a declaration of conduct as an effort to resolve the judiciary and territorial dispute where they are obligated to resolve this issue with peacefully through negotiation and consultation. Second method is international joint commission approach all the way through the participant of representative from each country. The creation of this joint commission it will give chance for the negotiations process. Third method is through mutual development scheme by declaring the South China as a semi-enclosed according to UN clause. Support coastal and the disputing coalition may leave behind the sovereignty. Last method is multi-marine peace park. It is an alternative to a temporary suspension of territorial claims on the Spratly Island dispute. Moving to Article number 2. The finding from Article 2 is the dispute on South China Sea and plan on resolution for the countries as themselves play a critical role in solving the dispute. In this study, it proposed solution where it can help to solve the dispute. South China Sea dispute is a complex nature where it's very difficult to solve and even impossible to get permanent peace. This dispute is relative to territorial control and sovereignty, so there is certain solution by different experts such as LinkedIn article where it stated that it is desperate need of the time to recognize the fact of China is yet a powerful country and it is impossible for other smallest countries to be treated equally. Thus, the solution of this would be proportionate.